Alright guys, so we're going to be making a couple of different protein shakes that I'm going to turn into ice cream with the Ninja Creami. I'm going to start out with this ultra high filtered, fat-free milk from Fairlife. By far my favorite. It's got 10 grams of protein, low in carbs. We're going to try out the raw isolate protein. Trying this for the very first time. We've seen it on Instagram because they're looking for ambassadors, and I saw it at Sam's. We've got the gold standard Optimum Nutrition here, double rich chocolate. The raw is a dark chocolate, so we've got a couple different flavors here, but still trying to see which chocolate's my favorite. I always throw in a tablespoon of Hershey's cocoa powder with every single chocolate ice cream that I try and make. I think it just gives it a little bit of extra zing to it, or not zing, but a richness. Like it gives it that cocoa flavor. This xanthan gum, Red Mill, I usually do 1/8 teaspoon of that. I've switched that out from doing pudding mix. I could do another video where I do pudding mix instead of the xanthan gum, just to let you guys know what I think. But here's the 2 scoops of the protein, tablespoon of that Hershey's cocoa powder again, and here's that 1/8 teaspoon of the xanthan gum. I find that if you do the first cycle of the low-fat ice cream or the light ice cream on the Creami, and then a mix-in setting, it makes it a lot nicer, and you don't need the respin with xanthan gum versus pudding mix. So here's me making up that Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Double Rich Chocolate, my tablespoon, and my 1/8 teaspoon once more. You'll see there I've got the vanilla extract. I usually put an 1/8 teaspoon of that in each ice cream that I make. Forgot to do that this time. You'll probably notice that, but that dark chocolate was just a little bit darker than the double rich chocolate, so I wanted to make sure to point that out to you guys. And then here we go. We've got both of them out, showing you here. Once again, there's the gold standard. Here's the raw. You can see a pretty big difference in the color just between the two, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. So again, put it in the Creami, make sure to lock in the bottom of it, throw the lid on, we're going to turn it on, we're going to pick full, and then we're going to hit that light ice cream setting. That's about a 4-minute time period. You can see that on the screen. And then this is after I clicked mix in after the first round and then did a respin. So it gets it a nice creamy texture, almost like a not quite soft serve, but also not quite like that frozen ice cream out of the freezer. Here's the raw one going in. It really did have a much darker color. You can't see it as well in this video, but full light ice cream, 4-minute cycle, and then here is me pulling it out after a mix-in and a respin cycle after the initial. This raw did come out looking a little bit better and a little bit creamier at the end, but we'll try it on part 2. Tune back in.